I think that's my tag.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, y'all.
That's all
Lisa's
you.
is
That's all
bye.
you.
Hello. Welcome to Black Coffee with a Side of Tea. We are here with you on February 20th, 7th, our Saturday experience. So we are doing our inaugural Stunner in the City event,
Yes.
which is where we will visit different restaurants or eateries or any place in Houston that is interested in getting the word out about their establishment. And so today we are hanging out at Daiquiri Soul, which is a daiquiri bar and restaurant in North Houston, and it is owned by
Malcolm and Lisa.
Murphy.
Malcolm and Lisa Murphy and Malcolm Jackson.
Okay. And so we are, they are the proprietors of this establishment. They have wonderful beverages, they have wines, they have daiquiris, they have food. I'm going to smash these wings after this broadcast, and they have incredible staff that are so kind and generous, and beautiful space, extremely accessible. It has enough space for social distancing. So come out to the Daiquiri Soul. It is located at 355 Greens Road in Houston, Texas, on the north side of Houston. So we are broadcasting from here today. We have our Stunner Radio family. Of course, we have Miss Mimi here. Awesome. And then we have Lisa.
Hey, how y'all doing?
And then we have Miss Zoe.
Hi.
And so we are here. First, we want to offer our tea of the day, our hot tea of the day. And so, ladies, this week we recognize that there's been a new vaccine that has been approved for use, and it is the vaccine. I'm not sure of the name, but I know that it is manufactured by Johnson and Johnson, and so it promises, or it serves to help more of us get vaccinated, because the things about this vaccine that make it more I guess it allows for it to be more accessible to people is that it only takes one shot. So you only need one inoculation in order to get it all into your system, versus the two for the Moderna and the additional vaccine. And then plus they're also saying that it has more of an effectiveness against the mutating strains, because they were basing the previous inoculations off of the strain that we were familiar with. But they're saying that this the effectiveness of this seems to be a little bit lower because it does span wider. So it is supposed to cover more of the mutations that are happening at this time. So I wanted to know what you guys thought about this new vaccine. Like, are you interested in this one? Because I think I said a few weeks ago that I think this is the one that most of us would end up getting, because it was only the one dose, and that it seems like that's going to be the one that's more rapidly available for more of us. So what do you guys think about this new vaccine?
Well, my stance on the vaccine is the same. The old one, the new one. I am so for the vaccine for all y'all. I need all y'all to go get it so that we can establish herd immunity. I don't need to get it if you get it.
So you're not going to get it.
I'm not going to get it, but I would encourage everyone, each and everyone, go get it.
Protect you and us, if it's protection.
Because if you get it and your mama get it and your cousin them get it, I ain't gotta get it. So if enough people get the vaccine, we good. So I want to encourage everybody to go get it.
But they're saying that the vaccine, the purpose of the vaccine, or the way the vaccine works, is that it keeps you from getting sick. So even though I'm getting it, it is only serving to protect me. So it doesn't protect me from getting you sick. It only protects me from getting super sick and having to go to the hospital.
See, I don't even much believe that. I don't even much believe that. I believe that if y'all get the vaccine, we gonna be all right. I'm gonna need all y'all to go get it. I'm not going to get it, but I advocate for everyone else. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's so kind of you. That's kind of you, Lisa. So Zoe, what do you think?
I will be refusing to do the same. Y'all go get it, and I'll be okay. Y'all protect yourselves, and I'll be good. I'll wear my mask. I don't mind.
Yes.
But other than that, I'm not getting no shot. I don't get the flu shot. I'm not getting that shot. No.
So, excuse me. So you are not someone who gets shots at all.
I don't like those. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not for that.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Miriam?
I'm gonna go for no.
So I'm the only one that's gonna get. I'm the one out of four that's gonna get. That is so messed up.
No, it's okay.
I need
You'll
to-
be
I
okay.
need to
Well,
hear-
and here's the thing. I have so many ideas on vaccines. Period. I never got the flu vaccine.
Okay.
I've never like the only vaccines I've ever had were the ones that we had to get when we were children.
Okay.
Right. That's it. And I don't even think we did all of them, So I'm not for getting it. And one, you don't know what they put in them.
Okay.
Right. So, and then they don't know how you're going to react. Oh, everybody's going to react different. Everybody's, you don't know if they have something in there that your body's going to reject and cause you to actually die from. You don't know if I'm good.
Good though. I just want to say, I know what Miss Mimi is saying. We don't know what's in it, but trust the scientists, okay? They know what they're doing. Get the vaccine, people. I'm not going to.
You don't have to get it.
I'm not going to get it, but I'm advocating. I believe in it. I believe in it. I'm advocating for all you all to go get it, okay? Because if y'all go get it, I don't have to get it. So trust the scientists. Okay. What is your take on it?
So yeah. Right. Okay.
A long time ago. Oh, I'm on the camera. I have to take the mic. Okay. Okay. Am I in the camera?
Yes.
Okay. So I have 3 daughters. And a long time ago, my best friend, it seems like I'm talking to the window. I can't look at y'all. Okay, long time ago, my best friend told me that in the shots, they put certain things in the shots in the lower class and in the higher class. And so and that's how a lot of these kids, if you notice, from the 1980s babies to the 2000 babies, is different because they more mature. At first, we thought it was coming from the chicken, but now their minds messed up. They don't want to go outside and play. Only thing they want to do is watch television or either on social media. But that's because they put stuff in these shots. So I started exempting my girls from the shots, right? Ever since they were like in first grade, they never got sick. Never got the flu, never got anything. They very intelligent, and they never had to really miss school, unless it was like an emergency with me. But now you're talking about scientists that do know what they're doing, but they experiment on you and they experiment on our Black community. And the thing about it, so before I'm not putting this on camera.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Because number one, that DNA. We don't know
Right. How it's gonna affect it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I understand, like I have cousins who one of the person she's the
Right.
head person at Texas Hospital.
Okay.
Dick, what are you doing? No shot.
Right.
You need to get this. My most 99% of my family is pro shot.
Okay.
Wow.
So when all of them come out looking crazy and they killing them, I'm being so serious.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I believe you.
Yeah,
Right.
I joke about it.
Right.
Right. I'm with you.
Right.
And primarily because my dad was in the military. He
Mhm.
talked about Agent Orange and
Right.
how all, and it trickled down to the children.
Yeah.
They were forced to get inoculated. And then, the side effects
Was
they
that they
had all
affected
those
their
major side
kids.
effects. And then the children
Wow.
had side effects. And so, yeah, I used to hear about that all the
Yeah,
time.
Wow.
They had this plan for years.
Yeah.
They had the COVID-19 plan for years, but
Mhm.
guess what? Because we so emphasized to what we believe in every
Right,
day,
right.
and so no, that's how honestly I'm with I'm the secretary of National Black Wall Street. We have a huge community.
Mhm.
We'll be like, no, especially for us.
Right.
We have to keep each other safe.
Right.
We don't keep each other safe. Nobody will. They gonna
Right.
tell you what they want you to know to make
That's
money.
right.
Right.
Well, to make money is to make us feel like
We're
we're
not.
not. Because
Yeah.
I'm in home health care and I took my client to get his second one the other day and he was like, oh, well, the people in the lower class. And I had to stop myself.
Yeah.
What it ain't got nothing to do with lower class. That's what they telling y'all.
Mhm.
But even in his era, they made it seem like we couldn't, we ain't. But you took from us.
Right.
You made us feel like because we had Black Wall Street, we had Jamestown, we had all of that.
Right.
We get Oklahoma back.
So-
Right.
But
That's
I
right.
feel like this is a way to annihilate people, if
Right.
that's a word that I can use.
Yeah.
they get everybody flocking in and can't wait. And
Right.
oh my God, I gotta have it. Do you really though? I've never had the flu and I've never had the shot.
Right.
Guess what? A lot y'all have heard, even on the internet, a lot of people who have got the shot, now all of a sudden they having these side effects. Never had respiratory problems, but now they have it.
Okay.
Never had this, but now they have it. No, you're not supposed to experience it.
Right.
Yeah.
When I go to the hospital for sinuses, for respiratory, I was used to have COVID.
Right.
To make your numbers
Well,
go
not
high.
even that.
Wow.
Think about it. The people that get shots have shot cards.
Right.
On the card, if I'm not mistaken, it has the VIN number, so to speak, of the
Of the
shot that you took.
shot, right.
So they'll know. So if you go in with certain side effects, they know how to look up.
That shot.
But can I tell y'all? Oh, yeah, I'm in the hospital on the mic too. Can I tell y'all what they're about to do? They're about to have an app. Am I looking an app on the phone to where they want to make life normal again, and the only way you can make life normal again if you take the shots. That's how you gonna be able to travel, go to the games, and make it normal. But guess what? So now it's time to take a stand. A lot of people, they work for the government, they work for jobs. Me, I'm my own boss. I know how to create your own money. That's why we've been trying to create our own money. But guess what? We don't help each other. I know how to make it, but I ain't gonna show you because you scared you gonna make more money than me. It's not about that. It's about building a community. We're the only person that don't have a community. We don't have a bank. We don't have a store. You know what I'm saying? But we come together. That's what that's what we're doing now. It's coming together and building a community. We had a meeting the other day down the street about that. About, we are literally, the people from Atlanta, the ladies that bought all their land, well, they was down here. And we have pictures. We had so much fun. And so we actually coming together. We fixed to do it. We're about to do it. And so it's about creating money for ourselves, so we won't have to be owned by the government. We won't have to be owned. Okay, tell you when you can travel. No, we have a jet to where we buy land in Ghana. You know what I'm saying? And so y'all are private, so we have to do it for us. Yes.
And
Thank you, sis.
thank you so much. Thank you. And what's your name? D. Thank you so much.
Yes, that was good.
So much information. So definitely do your research. Be aware of the different vaccines. Be aware of as much information as you can get about the vaccines, because it is a personal choice, right? You have 3 people here who are deciding not to. I am pretty much thinking that I will. And it's a personal decision that you need to base off of what you think and what information is available to you. So get out there, look for the information, get, websites, webinars, whatever you need to make the best decision for you and your family, because it is personal choice. And I'm grateful that we are living in a country where we do have the ability to decide what we want to do for ourselves, and that we can identify what it is that we agree with and disagree with, and then move forward from there. So we're going to take a quick commercial break so that we can honor our sponsors, and then we will definitely be right back with our next segment. Looking forward to talking to you after that.
If you're
So
looking for healthy meal prep, family style meals, or catering for your next event, look no further than the East Traveling Square Kitchen with Chef Square Alan Phillips, specializing in soul food, family style dining, and southern flavor. Chef Square can adhere to dietary needs like keto and bariatric meal prep without compromising on taste. Take advantage of weekly meal plans like the Starter Pack, 5 meals for $75 with 3 entree choices. Additional meal plans and contact-free delivery is available. Contact Chef Square of the East Traveling Square Kitchen today at 832-495-8836 and tell them Stunner Radio sent you.
All right, thank you so much, you guys, for being with us today on our special edition of Black Coffee with a Side of Tea, Center in the City edition. I just want to say to you all, we are so privileged here in Houston, Texas. We got a visit from our Commander-in-Chief yesterday. The President of the United States, Joe Biden, came to our city, Houston, Texas, yesterday. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. I saw his motorcade on the freeway. I did. And it gave me like chills, because it seemed like every police officer in the state of Texas was present. When you see all those lights coming down in formation, it feels some type of way. It's just like somebody that important is in our city. And so it was really wonderful. But I want to say this too, in ahead of his motorcade was a whole group, probably about 30 cars with F Biden flags, Trump 2024. It was a lot of Trumpers
Before the
ahead of the motorcade. Yes. You good, Zoe? Got to check on my girl over here, Zoe. You good? I'm trying to tell you. Somebody said she need the vaccine. OMG. Yes, we have hecklers in the building over here at Daiquiri. So at 355 Greens Road, you guys come on by because they have the best daiquiris in the city of Houston. I need you to understand. Come on back to 355 Greens Road. You see how empty mine is? Mine is empty, and your girl is on tilt and trying to talk about the president. So anyway, it was wonderful that the president came to our city. He visited the Houston food bank, and he visited our COVID vaccine mega site. So it was really great to have the president here. But what do you guys think about all the Trumpers that were present with their Trump 2024 flags and their Trump and Stop the Steal and all that? What do you guys think about that?
Trump supporters. I'm so over it. Black people matter. We do matter. We really do.
Do you guys think they're like having some type of mental illness? What is wrong with them?
They've been having a mental illness, and so when he was elected to office, it was their time to shine, right? But as everything does, there's a time and a place for everything, and their time got cut a little bit shorter than what they was expecting. I know they didn't expect people to turn out like they did, right? So what happens when a spoiled child doesn't get what they want? They throw a tantrum. And so it still baffles me. I'm over it as Zoe, but it still baffles me that he did so much derogatory things from the moment he stepped in office, even until probably now, in all the people that are just so down with it. And it's like, wow. And you mean to tell me you haven't felt the shift that happened since he's not in office? One, we don't hear nothing much on the news anymore. Like I think the snowstorm Houston had was the most. When he was in office, it was every day, every other hour. He tweeted this, he did this, he did this. He said something that was derogatory. Something. So I'm glad he's gone. They can do what they want to do just like we can. It is freedom of speech. So just like they can be in the front, we still held up the back. We being, Joe Biden and his motorcade and whatever. So don't let it for those who, I don't want to get into that. You're already in it. We're in it. And this is the year of the take back, not just in government, but period, in our lives, period, This is the year of the take back. So please don't get it twisted and think, I'm gonna just stay in my lane. That is your lane. For how many years we've been looked over, we've had stuff taken from us. We've had, this is our time.
And I definitely agree with that. I think that it is our responsibility to stay vigilant and to make sure that we are as vocal as we were before, like during the election and during that season, because it's easy for them to stay in the forefront and stay like, Trump 2024, da 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 da. And then for us, I don't want us to get into that habit of respectability. Because a lot of times for those of us who are in the struggle, we want to be civil because we don't want to be seen as uncivil, and then that justifies why they dismiss us. Right. And so we've seen the violence that they can do with regard to the January 6th stuff, and they're kind of waiting. I think they're waiting for a retaliation of sorts in the same way, and we have to be present enough in the legislative process that whatever our changes are, that we are making them with the idea of we want them to be long lasting. And so I think that one of the things that Biden showed with his presence here in the city was a level of compassion that the president needs to show, but more of that he was nonpartisan. This wasn't about me coming to Texas as a Democrat to show that the Democrats are riding in to save the day. He was coming in as the president to say there was an emergency situation for citizens of this country. How do we support them? And even in spite of the fact that you had the governor who is, Abbott, who has been talking trash and focusing on blasting ERCOT, absolutely. Not Bush, Lord Jesus. Biden came in to say, how do we heal? How do we help? These people are needing things. How do we provide them with what they need? This wasn't about party. And so I appreciated that return to community, that return to an us. Like, we can be different. We can have different perspectives completely. But the fact that he came here with the idea and with the focus of, let me figure out what they're doing on the ground. Let me figure out how Houston and Texas are doing. And let me figure out how we can serve them. How do we form coalitions? What do we need to do? And so I appreciated that Biden came with that sort of unifying spirit. But I don't want that to be a detraction from the fact that there is still work to do. And that, yes, he is a Democrat, but even as a Black Democrat, we need to hold these people who say that they're working for us to their commitments. Yeah, hold them accountable. And so I appreciated him being here and grateful for him, showing what his presence was meant to do.
I agree 100%. I want to switch gears a little bit because you mentioned the winter storm. So I want to talk about, how do you feel? We all experienced the strange winter storm and the fallout after it. Like, I am from Chicago, okay? So I'm not any stranger to blizzards, storms, any of that. But in Chicago, we didn't have to go without water. We didn't have to go without power. So what? How do you guys feel about what happened in Houston?
I feel like I feel guilty. And let me say that I have been dealing with what, in most situations would be called survivor's remorse or survivor's guilt, because we never lost power. Oh, wow. Not one single day, not one single hour, not one single minute. We never lost water. Wow. We held all of our resources, and it was so disheartening to see that other people were struggling in some of the horrific ways that they did. Yeah. And then to be in a situation where, like, I'm blessed, and I'm grateful that it's not me, but should I feel that gratitude, right? And so, of course you try to do what you can for the people, but reality is you can't house everybody. You can't bring everybody into your home. And what could you do? And then, we're still with the fear of every day. It might be me. It might become me. And so it gratefully that we never had to face that. And our hearts went out to the folks who did. But damn, like, just straight up, like, because I am, and people, like, I had a friend who was a dear friend who was pissed because she was like, every time she hit me up, she was like, damn, we lost power again. We got it for 30 minutes. Damn, we lost it again. And she's like, how are y'all doing? And I'm like, we good. And at some point she was like, why? Like, literally, she asked me, like, are you next to a hospital? Are you next to a fire station? Are you next to, what is it? What is the denominator that makes it so that you're good, but I'm not? Yeah. And so I'm like, damn, I don't want it to be that way. So then I'm like, well, I don't want to say, right? I don't want to say nothing that I'm straight, right? And so it just made it such a weird place because you have compassion for folks, but, you're like, phew, I'm wiping my brow because I'm good. But should I feel that? Like, should I be okay with that?
Well, I wasn't good. I'm going to just talk about the fact that I wasn't good. Yeah. And I'm still not okay with the fact that we had to go 3 days without power, and we had to go 2 days without water. Yeah. And this is not okay. Like I said, coming from Chicago, and I've lived in Illinois, Ohio, and Michigan, and all those states get a lot of snow, a lot of ice, a lot of bad weather. I've never experienced the lack of power that long. Yeah. And water. Yeah. I mean, to me, I feel like they need to answer for this. This is not okay. Right. When you got people with babies, you got people with elderly people who, just like the little boy who died in his bed in Conroe, that is not okay. It is not okay that we went that long without power and water. It's like, You know, they need to figure this out.
They said on the news yesterday, like, we are fully, and I don't remember what city it was, but he was like, we are fully prepared to be going to these people's houses and finding their bodies. Like, we are fully prepared to not have an accurate number. And as we're going to check on people, realizing that we've lost community members.
So this is my thing. Just like you said, the other states are prepared for these things. Why are we not prepared for this? Why is our state the only state that is not prepared and not able to accommodate and make a way for our people? Why is that? No, seriously. They should have something in place for us. They should have something prepared for that.
What they're saying is that ERCOT, which is the energy supplier for Texas, their thing was, we don't want to be regulated. So we're going to disconnect from what the federal government is requiring. So in order for us to not have to meet those regulations, which includes weatherizing your equipment, I'm going to create a separate grid for Texans, and we're going to function off of that grid. So that's how we got into this situation, was that they didn't want to follow the federal regulations. And so they removed us from the federal body that governs that, so that, because we are the energy capital, like, we are the place that we generate our own energy. So if we can create something where we govern ourselves, you don't need to govern us.
But see, the bottom line is that money has been in consideration over human lives. And we as the people need to understand that we need to be heard, because the fact that they put their own money interests over our health and safety is not okay. And we need to make our voices heard at the polls. We need to make our voices heard when we switch agencies, when we go out and we talk about this, because it's not okay that you put your pocketbook over human lives.
To add to that, be mindful of your bills, because they went up on people's bills because of that. So please fight for your stuff, fight for your family. They have they had it on the news the other day. They were know how much you're paying per kilowatt. Before and now. No, keep up with that stuff. And like you were saying about the people not wanting to rattle cages, you'll have to rattle some cages. We are gonna have to be okay with being the one that's gonna be the loudest. If you don't like being loud, at least be loud for a purpose. So I don't mind calling them and getting loud with them. That ain't right. Get that together, right? And then, like Lisa said, I was appalled for them to blatantly say they were more concerned with their money than they were with all of these people, and then they were quick to, oh yeah, we got 18 wheelers already ready because we know we gonna have bodies. What?
Because they're okay with bodies.
Right.
And that's what we learned from Katrina.
Right.
That was what we learned from Hurricane Harvey. We learned that they're okay with dead bodies, but they are not okay with losing money. So that's why we, the people, we are more than them. In number, we are greater. So we have to unite and let them understand that we do not believe that this is okay. This is not okay. It's not okay that you want to order more coolers for dead bodies, but you don't want to solve the problem. That's not okay.
My thing was, and the thing that's kind of been hitting me, is that representative democracy is not representative.
Because they still looking at money. They there for a paycheck. That's why I really encourage Black people to take public office. I don't care if you got skeletons in your closet. Everybody do. Look for public office. We need more Black people in positions of power. We need more Black people who can vote on some of these committees. We need more Black people who can speak to the issues. Just like the federal minimum wage, they're talking about it's going to destroy our country for $15 an hour. How do you expect people to live on $7 an hour, $7.25? Who can live off that? Anybody who's making $7.25 is considering hoeing. I don't care what you say. Absolutely, they're considering hoeing. Absolutely. Already doing it
and doing things that would be criminalized, right? So even if that is my resource, why are you criminalizing the fact that I'm deciding to use my body to make money?
Because you will pay me more to use my body than you would to teach a class. Hey, beautiful. You would pay me more to show my body on Instagram than to teach children how to learn your history, math, science. So, that's a little off the subject, but I just feel like Americans have gotten into this thing of money first. And we have to do what, like Miriam said, the year to take back. And we're going to talk about that at the end of the show, about taking back what is important to us. But I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about current events with Miss Mimi.
So we're gonna move to Miss Mimi talking about current events, and it'll probably be a continuation, but shifting gears. So what you got going on, Miss Mimi?
I mean, and it's perfect that you even brought that up because I was just going to talk about all the black people that we got in office. I mean, I ran out of room for notes over here, but I mean, I don't have names, but I was didn't really notice it until, of course, I was watching the news at work the other day, and they were talking about how long it's been since we've had black congresswomen. And so, of course, this dates back to when Shirley Chisholm was the first black one. That was in 1969. Which in all actuality has not been that long ago. That wasn't in 1900 something. That was 1969, which is like 6 or 7 years before I was born.
30.
No, it's over 40 because I was born in 73. So yeah, that's been 50-ish plus years, right? So that's not that long ago. So to date, we have 9 black women governors, 56 African-American representatives. Yes, 2 African-American delegates, right? So and shout out to Cori Bush, who is the first black Missouri congresswoman, and she is everything. Yeah, she's off the chart. So we don't have to go to the history books or wait on somebody else to make black history. We're living now. Make history now. We are black 365 days of the year. We ain't got to wait on nobody else. You doing something? You got an idea? Look, we out here. If you need help, I'm pretty sure one of all 4 of us will be able to find somebody to help you get that thing going, especially that one over there in that tie-dye. But anyway, because she will put you on and make it happen. So we don't have to just look to the history books anymore. Make it happen because it's happening. And this, if anything else doesn't let you know that your vote counts, this should. Having Biden and Kamala in office should. If you don't look at nothing else as evidence, this should. And then hold them accountable.
Yeah. And that's real.
Make sure that everything that they, said that they was going to do in the beginning, they do it throughout their term. There are phone numbers you can, that you can call and make it known. Hey, I'm over here. I ain't get that. Like, I need a phone number so I can let them know I ain't get that other stimulus. Right? So, yeah, let's do it, y'all. Because, go ahead.
And one thing I wanted to say was that we need to also not only Kamala and Biden, but even holding our local people accountable, because the reality is that local changes and local things affect you locally. They affect what happens when you get a ticket at the light. Right. And so you want to hold those people accountable first, because it goes up the chain. Right. Then you don't end up with a Ted Cruz who thinks it's OK to go on a family hiatus vacation because it's cold. So if they know that they have accountability at the local level, then they don't feel inaccessible at that federal level.
We have to make ourselves seen and heard at the local level, because this is still a red state, and the people in this state feel like they are the loudest. So we as minorities need to make ourselves seen and make ourselves heard. We're not okay with the way this state is run. We're not okay with Gregory Abbott. We're not okay with you, sir. Roll away. Roll away. We're not okay with you. We're not okay with Ted Cruz. Walk away, boy. Walk away, sir. We're not okay with you, Raphael. We're not okay with you. Go on vacation and just stay. I'm just saying. But, I just want to put in a plug for Daiquiri Soul, because this segment is brought to you by the margarita, the daiquiri that I have drank. Okay. It's giving me so much courage and so much chutzpah. Clarity. I feel like I know more about my life since I drank this daiquiri from Daiquiri Soul. It's called the Nasty Girl. It's White Russian with some Hershey syrup. Let me tell y'all something about Daiquiri Soul. When you come here, get ready to get your whole life. Because you're going to get your whole life, but also have a designated driver. Have a designated driver. But I just want you to be prepared to stay and get some good food to coat your stomach. But let me just say to you all, you have been hanging with us all day, and I love you so much for hanging with us. We're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back with a segment with Zoe. She is going to interview her family members, and we are going to wrap it up with the year to take back. I want to hear from all the ladies about what you are taking back this year, and I want you to say it like you mean it. You hear me? So enjoy. Okay, enjoy this. All right, we are back. Thank you guys so much. Yes, we're back already.
All right, then.
Are we doing the take back? Okay.
Okay, so Michael will be coming over to interview about relationships, black love, young black love, because that is something that I'm seeing more, right? I'm seeing more young folks, young black folks who are getting married at early ages and starting families and doing businesses and doing things that are just not something that we've seen our black families be able to do for a long time. And so as a young black couple, what inspires you to do this so early? So we have Michael, who is our young Zoe's fiance. And then Michael is here. I'm going to let him talk a little bit about what he's, doing and what he's got going on. But more importantly, what made you decide that at this point in your life? How old are you, baby?
33.
33. At 33, you were ready to settle down and get married and make an honest man of yourself, right? So what was it that made you do that? Did you have an example of that in your life?
Yeah, it's actually just growing up. I had a bunch of people that had always been married. My father, grandmother, grandparents, cousins, aunts, sisters. So just to see that and see the angle of life that they took and the way that their life was going, it changes so much. And just, they say shacking up, is a sin, and to see that life might not be what it's supposed to be when you're shacking up, to actually get married, I see it's a beautiful thing. You see the relationships that everyone has. You see the way that they actually take, okay, hey, babe, what do you think today? Instead of just saying, hey, this is what I'm going to do today. It makes it's a team effort on everything you do.
So how did you know? Like, when did you know that you wanted to be a married family man at this age, at 30 something years old? When did you know? Because there are some people who are out there who are like, old school player, that's what I am, right? And you're saying you don't want to be an old school player. You're deciding at a young age, I want to have a family and establish myself. When did you decide that for yourself?
Well, you never do know when is the right time. It's just, when do you do it? It's never a right time to say, hey, I want to be married. I don't want to be married. I want to be a player. It's to each his own, And me personally, to have the examples that I've been around, that's just what I've known to do. It's like a tradition thing. Okay. So, hey, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay. So, Zoe, hey, girl. So, when... Don't sweat. You good. So, Michael comes into your space. Were you already ready to be married? Or was this something that, because of what he was bringing to the table, you were like, well, wait a minute. He might be bringing offering something different?
I would definitely say it's because of what he brought to the table. Before I met him, I didn't have a child. I became a mother. I became a fiance. I became a woman being with him. So yeah, I think he brought it to the table.
So do you feel like you have grown because of your relationship with him?
Absolutely. As a woman, just period, maturing, just becoming a better person, it's a lot of positive things that you take, even though everything might not be perfect. Things they teach you how to grow. They teach you how to be a better person.
So you're 20.
question because I want to say I want to ask a question, also make a statement because I think how old are you, Michael, if you don't mind? 33 and you are 24. 20 ooh, 28. Okay. I want to make a statement first and then I want to ask the question. The statement that I have is because when I was young, I think I believed that it was always somebody out there for me. But as I got older, I realized finding compatibility is almost impossible. Right. Am I right? You know what I'm saying? So I wonder, do you guys realize how blessed you are to find compatibility? Do you know what it's really like out there? Or have y'all been together so long you don't really know? Do you know what it's like out there?
We've been together for 5 years. So before I met Mike, absolutely, it was like a total 360. It was like a turnaround. So yeah, I know what it is, and it's BS. So.
Yes, indeed.
She says BS.
Basically, you have to pick your poison wisely, as they say. No one is compatible. No one is compatible. Someone is going to always make you mad in a different way. You know, somebody's going to always make you want to break up with them in a different way. So it's just, what do you do? How do you do it? What can we do to resolve these problems? What can we do as a team? Okay, what do you like? Okay, so I can grow to like it. You know, what do I like so you can grow to like it? You know, you know.
Yes, Lord. Let me say something, Zoe. I think you got a winner. I think you got a winner. You is your daddy available? I'm just saying. Listen, I think you have a winner. I'm just saying because a lot of people don't understand what he just said. Everybody you gonna have problems with everybody. It doesn't matter who you get in a relationship with, you're gonna have problems with everybody. And I was just talking to somebody the other day about the fact that when you get into a relationship, seem like you see all the fine people, and you be like, "Where he was at when I was single? Yeah, where all these fine dudes popping up at all of a sudden that I'm attached." But it's an illusion of your mind. You have to understand that once you're in a relationship, everything look better. But it's an illusion. So I really like what you said, Michael. Girl, you got a winner. I'm just saying.
Wisdom. You can't pay for wisdom. So at the point that you realize that, okay, I gotta, somebody's gonna frustrate me, right? I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make this relationship win. What was the thing? When was the moment that you realized that Zoe was worth, like, let's take another step, let's make this a little bit more definitive in terms of how we are growing together? Yeah, what was the moment?
Basically, I'd rather not say, but I was going through something in my life, and I was going through it for a few years, and she was just there. She was just there, and the time that I was showing love to a bunch of homeboys and doing a bunch of other things, no one was there. And if certain people know what it is, they know what I'm speaking of. And just to have her there and to be around and just say, hey, that person was there every step of the way and didn't miss a day. It's nothing better than that.
It's like that. Let me tell you something. I don't know what he's talking about, but I will say this. A lot of men have had a woman that's like that and will not acknowledge that. And I need you to understand that is big. That is big that he acknowledged the fact that she was there and he made the next move. Like, I need you to be my queen. I need you to be my wife. For real. Yes, queen, girl. Go on and put on the crown, girl. Get and sit on the throne. Okay. That's coded language. But anyway.
So silly. Oh my gosh. So Zoe, what was the moment that you knew that Michael was worth the investment?
After I had my child, yeah, that was the one. The child looked just like him, so it's like, oh God, I can't get rid of you now.
I think that's smart too, because so many women, including myself, feel like, okay, I got my baby now, bye. But you need to understand the child need their father. You cannot always be both. I learned the hard way because I was the one that said, okay, all I wanted was a child. I really ain't much need you, so bye. But then I realized as I went forward in life, I did need the father. I needed my husband, the person that I just so easily discarded. So I think that's wisdom on both of their parts. They really wise people. I mean, I'm so happy to have Zoe, here, and now we have met Michael, and I'm so happy for you guys. I wish you nothing but the best. Is there any like advice you would give to young people, younger than you, that don't know where to turn, and in this society we live in now, it's like a hookup culture. What advice would you give to people? I'm going to start with you, Michael.
Well, first, mind is everything. I always take signs and grow from it. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether you're in the streets, whether whatever. Just take someone that's successful, take whatever they're doing, and not saying be a follower necessarily, but just take it and apply it to what you have going in life. And that goes for whatever it is you're trying to do. If you selling a bag of Lay's potato chips and they was good because they was barbecue, well, hey, add a little pickle sauce if you like pickles to it. Just whatever it is, just always take it as a lesson, strive for it, and just do it to the best of your abilities.
That's wisdom. Let's go, Lisa.
Okay, Miss Zoe.
So mine would be to stay strong, stay striving, continue to fight for what you believe in, stick to what you know.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, go for it and follow through with it.
Yes. Great advice from.
Trying to get you a daiquiri soul.
No, that's right. Get you a daiquiri from Daiquiri Soul, because we turned, and just in case you didn't know, we is turned. But anyway, we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break and acknowledge one of our sponsors, and
This
we'll
show
be
is sponsored in part by Houston's own multimedia mogul, Lisa the Boss Lady, motivational speaker, travel agent, sales consultant for Bye Bye Belly, Bedroom Candy, and Candy Coated Cosmetics, and coming soon, the co-host of the hot new talk show, Love and Entrepreneurship. If you're looking to start a business or you just need some inspiration, contact Lisa the Boss Lady. It's time to boss up in 2021. Follow her on Facebook and Instagram at Lisa the Boss Lady, or visit her website, lisathabosslady.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you. If you're looking for healthy meal prep, family-style meals, or catering for your next event, look no further than the East Traveling Square Kitchen with Chef Square, Alan Phillips, specializing in soul food, family-style dining, and southern flavor. Chef Square can adhere to dietary needs like keto and bariatric meal prep without compromising on taste. Take advantage of weekly meal plans like the Starter Pack, 5 meals for $75 with 3 entree choices. Additional meal plans and contact-free delivery is available. Contact Chef Square of the East Traveling Square Kitchen today at 832-495-8836 and tell them Stunner Radio sent you. This show is sponsored in part by Houston's own multimedia mogul, Lisa.
We are back, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking and staying with us. We are back. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the year of the take back. This is something that our girl Miss Mimi has told us about. She said this year is the year of the take back. And we want to invite a special guest. We want to invite a special guest to talk to us a little bit about what you think that means, the year of the take back. So please introduce yourself and talk about, we're calling this the year of the take back. What does that mean to you? Tell us your name and everything about what you do first.
My name is Gwendolyn Drewy, and I am one of the executive administrations of Girls to Mom. And I want to take back my life and give positivity to others, basically.
Yes.
And because I might not have always had positivity in my life, but I do want to share positivity with others.
Yes. And that's important. Yeah, that's important because negativity is all around.
All around.
Yes.
All around you. I love that. Thank you so much for joining us. Anything else you want to say before we move forward?
I think I'm just new to the Houston area, and I just want to show everyone what I am about. And I originally lived in Lufkin.
Okay.
And I came to be a part of the team with Girls to Mom.
Okay.
And so I want to, show people what I'm about and what Girls to Mom is about, and show other people that there is special places and special things out there for other people, and that everything is not always about negativity. And there's things out there that pulls you down, but you have to find a way to lift yourself up.
That's right.
People to support that. Find people to
I love
support
that.
that.
I just want to say this real quick about you, because she makes these awesome these awesome items. Like you make the cups, right? I bought a cup from Girls to Mom, and let me just tell you that she makes so many wonderful items, and she's very modest about what she does, but she is really good at what she does. I bought a coffee cup from them. It's like a thermal cup or whatever. Let me just tell y'all this. My coffee will be in there for 4 hours and still hot. I'm not exaggerating. Still hot, and it's beautiful. It's so pretty. Tell us a little bit about what you do so that people can reach out to you and get you to help them, maybe with their organization or what they're trying to build.
I basically just try to cater to the customers out there and give them what they want. Just, I mean, it's all about, I don't know. It's just, yes, I do. I've been creative all my life, and it's just it's exciting to give a customer exactly what they thought and dreamed of and processed. And sometimes they don't know how to put it together, but I finish off their creation, and just want to put their motion, their ideas and their dreams forward.
And how can people reach you if they want to reach out?
You can call me. You can email me. Text mail. My email is gdrewy at zero d g as in girl DREWY 0827 at gmail.com. And you can text me at 936-219-7833. If you have any kind of design or any idea and you don't know how to finish it off, or you have something that you want to put in motion, most definitely give me a call, and I'll try to do what I can do.
What you've done already?
I do have Facebook.
Okay.
And
Well, how do they find you there? Gdrewy?
gdrewy at gmail.com.
Or on
Just
Facebook, how do they find you?
just Gwendolyn Drewy,
Gwendolyn Drewy.
and I should come up on Facebook.
Okay, perfect. And I'm going to endorse the products. I'm
Okay.
just letting y'all know the products are A1.
Because I do things with Girls to Mom, and then also I do things on my own and
Okay.
stuff too. So if you have an original design and you want to, put something forward, I've done many things, and I will be posting them and give y'all an idea of what I've already created.
Okay.
And
That's awesome. Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
Gwendolyn.
joining us.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. She's been here
Awesome.
with us the whole day, you guys, and I just wanted to make sure that she got on camera and talked to us about what she does, because I feel like she's very modest about what she does, but what she does is not easy. She does very good work. Very good work, and it's quality work. And I bought a cup, a to-go coffee mug for $20, and it's nothing. It's way more valuable than that price. I can see that going for $40-$45, because I feel like when I put my chai latte in there, it got hotter. I feel like it got hotter. I'm so serious. Yeah, girl. When I ain't had no water for a week, that first sip of chai latte, I damn near had an orgasm. I ain't even much gonna lie to you. But anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk to everybody here about the year of the take back. Miss Gwendolyn is taking back positivity. Is that right? Okay, Zoe, talk to us about the year of the take back. What are you taking back?
I am taking back my growth. I want to grow. That is my 2021 experience. I want to grow in every aspect possible. Being a better person, being a better mom, being a better creator, just designer, everything I can do. I want to take it back.
Yes, Miss Latriva Denune.
I am taking back my selfness. So I am determined to be the person who loves on me the most. I am determined to give myself the things that I felt like I was denied as a child. And instead of waiting for someone else to bestow that on me, I want to give that to myself, so that I am not constantly feeling this sense of lack because that thing wasn't provided. I want to love me. I want to give me. If I feel like I need to make sure that my feet are done every week, or I deserve that I get a pedicure every week, then I want to give that to myself every week. And so I am giving back and taking back my self-love, my selfness, my who am I, and establishing that more confidently so that I can move in this world in a more intentional way.
Well, so lean in on my girl here. So for me, it's taking my power back. Right. I've been through a divorce. I've been, was raised in a house that was filled with things that I felt like I didn't get. Right. And so it affected my life growing up. And so over the years, I've been praying for and asking for, how do I, feeling like the truth said, like I'm lacking something. And God has allowed me to be in a space of people who show me. Right. And so this year, I'm taking back everything that they said I couldn't have. I'm taking back everything they said I wasn't worthy of having. I'm taking my power back that I gave them when I believed in their words that they said to me. I'm taking it back. And for those of you who are my age and younger, or up in age, I'm gonna help you find yours.
I'm so inspired by all of you. I really am, because everything you guys have said have been so real. It's been so real. But I'm gonna go a little bit on the shallow side. And when I'm taking back the body, yaddy. I just want y'all to know I'm serving body all 2021 and on. I'm giving you all these hips. I'm giving you all this stomach. I'm giving you all this ass. I'm letting you know, because I feel like I grew up feeling like I was too big or too short or too this or too that. I'm giving it to you, baby. I'm taking back the body, yaddy, because so much of the time as women, we are told that we are not good enough. So many women spend money on surgeries to make their body pleasing to somebody. But the thing of the matter is, I'm loving all my cellulite. I'm loving all my fat rolls. I'm loving all the body, yaddy. And if you don't like it, bye-bye. But I'm just letting you know that's what I'm taking back. I'm taking back the body, yaddy. So if you don't like rolls, hey, it's always somebody asking for more rolls. What are rolls at? Y'all can have the ribs. I'm here for the rolls. Okay. I'm going to need y'all to understand. Yes. Rolls go with everything. I'm taking back the body, yaddy. I really feel like that most African American women and Latinas, we are built different. We are built different. We come out the womb different. But this society make us feel like we not good. We not perfect. We need to be this. We need to be that. And people with all these waist trainers and shots and all this stuff you're doing to try to make your body. I'm letting you know I'm serving this body just like God gave it to me. Just like Bluebell gave it to me. Just like, just like bread gave it to me, just like greens and cornbread gave it to me. I'm serving it. And if it ain't good for you, get away from the table, step back, because it's a line of people that want all this body, yaddy. And the thing I want to encourage other women, because I feel like so many people feel like they're not good enough. Because, and some of these people who feel like they're fat, I'm like, where? Because I can show you fat. I can show you. But I need y'all to understand, I'm taking back the identity. I am the only author of the dictionary that defines me. I'm the only author. So I'm taking it back. Yes, I am working out. Yes, I am swimming. Yes, I am doing all that to get toned up. But I don't never want to be skinny. I don't never want to be little, because my power is in my size. I need you to know, when I show up, it's a big girl representing, and you're not going to walk over me. You're not going to push me to the side, because I'm big, baby, and I'm beautiful and I'm bold. And you understand, my size represents my personality. My size represents my power. My size represents everything that's in me that is big. I cannot be little. I wasn't made to be little. So just because society wants us to feel like we need to be little, I'm taking back the definition of what is beautiful for me. for me. Yes, I want to be toned, but I ain't trying to be little. And for the first time in my life, I am realizing it's so okay. It is so okay. It's so okay. I don't have no shortage of offerings. I'm just letting y'all understand. I don't have no shortage of propositions. So I'm taking that back. Because I think I really feel sad for us as women, not just black women, period, feel all this pressure to look perfect and to feel a certain way, to look a certain way. And at the same time, some of us can exercise and diet forever. Some of it ain't going nowhere. I'm here to tell you. I don't care if you work out every day and you drink a juice. It ain't going nowhere because it's just in your DNA. You're going to be thick. That's just it. Yes. And it's nothing you could do about it. But I don't want people to hate themselves. I'm all about you got to love yourself where you're at. I don't care if you're a size 20. I don't care if you're a size 22. I don't care if you're a size 26. As long as you're healthy. Because what a lot of people don't understand, a lot of unhealthy people are small. A lot of unfit people are small. I know because I started working out. I started really working. I was like, why am I not losing weight? I'm gaining more muscle. I'm gaining so much more muscle and it feels like I'm bulking up. Like, what's going on? And so the point of the matter is I was not made to be small. Period. End of story. Lisa Dene, was not made to be small. That's right. So I had to examine that and acknowledge that. So I'm taking that back. And, I feel so comfortable in my skin. And I'm serving body.
As long as you're happy and satisfied with yourself, if you want to tone up or you want to, be big or whatever, as long as you're comfortable within your own skin, it doesn't matter what nobody else thinks.
I just feel like so many people are uncomfortable because of other people. I feel like people feel like they shouldn't be a certain size or a certain weight because society have told you that. But I think if we understand the fact that African American people are built different, period. You can't go by the scale of what they tell you. We built different. 2-something is different in our race. Okay, 2-something is all good. You gotta be 2-something to do something. I'm just saying. So I just feel like we have to embrace our own what we have naturally. You can love yourself. And the thing about it is you can't really change it if you don't love it. Because you're gonna despise it. And the more you despise it, the less you can change it. I am an advocate for being healthy and for working out. I've been working out every day, but I am not, in denial of the fact that I'm never gonna be little. That's okay with me. A lot of people getting these surgeries and stuff and they want to be little. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to do that because I'm okay with being big. And I really hope that a lot more Black women accept the fact that look in your family, baby. Okay? Look in your family. Look in your family. Look down the line. Why would you think that you was meant to be little? It's nothing wrong with what you are as long as you are healthy, as long as your blood pressure is normal, as long as you don't got diabetes, as long as you can go up a flight of steps without feeling like you're finna die, as long as you can be fit. Do not stress, do not press. Trust me, they got whatever you want to wear in your size. I'm just saying. And trust me, everybody love a big girl.
Absolutely. No matter what they act like.
What you heard. I don't care what you heard, but that's what I'm taking back.
That's right. That's good. So the year of the take back. Tell us in the chat what you taking back. What is it that is going to give you control back over the things that are important to you? What is the year of the take back, and what does that mean for you?
I wonder if we can get Critical on the mic. Critical, are you busy? I just want to hear from him. Do you have like 60 seconds, 30 seconds? Dang, he doing some orders. But I want y'all to know about Critical and the Critical Show and the Critical Radio Station. Look him up on Facebook. Look him up. He is a Black man doing big things. I want to shout out to Zachary So. And because I said Zachary, it's because the daiquiris is on point. The
daiquiris are taking you
The
down.
daiquiris is on point. I need you to know if your speech ain't slurred, dang. It ain't right.
So, baby,
if your speech ain't slurred, it ain't right.
Absolutely. So, we want to just real quick, Malcolm, can you come real quick and just give us a face to go with the name of this beautiful establishment? So Malcolm is one of the proprietors of Daiquiri. So how you doing today?
I'm all right. How y'all?
Awesome. Thank you for having us. Thank you for hosting us.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could be an influence on your minds with the daiquiris.
Absolutely. So he made what's called what was it that you gave me?
It was called. Some of you got Missy Mays, and I think I made a soul snatcher for somebody.
Soul snatcher. So the drink is going to completely take the soul that is the essence of your life. Okay.
That was the objective. We want to capture your minds and your souls when you come through here. We don't just want you to come. We want to set ourselves apart. So that's why we called it the Soul Snatcher. And I'm trying to get the rights to that name so nobody else can use it. I'm trying to get that as soon as I can. But yes, we want you to come here and we want you to feel us.
But if you got 30 seconds, please talk about everything else you guys do, because y'all do so much for so many things. I just want you to talk about that for real quick.
I'll cut it as short as I can. We do so much, so I'll talk fast like this. We just got through feeding hot meals to at least 3,000 people. We partnered up with a great group of guys out of Iowa. They came down. They reached to us. They needed a parking lot. We couldn't use this parking lot, so we utilized the parking lot at Real Talk 100 Radio. And then we hooked up with the Harvest Church. Shout out to the Harvest Church. It's back here on Imperial Valley. We feed the homeless at least twice, 3 times a week right here at Daiquiri Soul. We feed foster communities. We feed the homeless veterans. We feed anybody we can that needs some help. And most of it is done right here from Daiquiri Soul. Sometimes we feed from our own garage. Our neighborhood, our neighbors, at least 40 neighbors know what we do as far as feeding the community, so they come to us. Even our neighbors come to us. We do that. We serve some of the best daiquiris in H-Town, as you already know. You're hearing it from Stunner Radio and Power and Love Radio Show. Power and Love. Did I say that right? Love and Power radio show and Stunner Radio. You're hearing that right now. Some of the best daiquiris on the north side, y'all come through. We do that. We sell travel. We sell travel also, even though the travel industry is shut down right now. We can't wait for it to get back because we'd love to send the world to Jamaica, Turks and Caicos, Belize, wherever you'd like to go, we'd like to send you. We do that. We feed the family. We feed the homeless. We serve daiquiris. I'm getting lost. We also do taxes. We do taxes. We do taxes also. If you need an honest couple, somebody that's not going to take you under the woodshed and steal your money from you, we are who you need to get with. Follow us on Facebook at Holy Lock Tax Services. Holy Lock Tax Services. That's us. I can't remember anything else we do right now. Y'all put me on the spot. But we do all we can to strengthen our community. That's the goal.
Thank you so much, Malcolm.
They do a lot for the community. I really wanted to make sure that we said that because they don't do it for clout and they don't do it for recognition. They do it because they really care about the community. And that's big. And I feel like we need to recognize that. So shout out to Malcolm and Lisa. And they are a power couple here in Houston. And I need y'all to visit Daiquiri. So we thank y'all so much for hanging out with us today for Latriva Denise's birthday. Thank you, Malcolm. Thank y'all so much for having us. Y'all stop by Daiquiri So at 355 Greens Road right here in Houston, Texas. We're going to leave y'all today with a final thought real right quick. 30 seconds.
So final thought for me is just keep doing the damn thing. Like, you are exactly where you need to be. Have peace and know that you are on the right path, that you are on the right trajectory. Just keep pushing toward whatever that thing is that you want. Don't be afraid to take risks, to reach out, to form relationships. You got this. I just feel like 2021 is going to be a turnaround for so many of us. And I'm so excited to see what we all have in store and what we all have inside of us that we're going to offer the world. So don't be afraid to push through.
30 seconds.
Yes. For me, you are the only one who can block your own blessings. You have to continue to strive for what you want, go for what you know, and stay positive.
Yes, I love them dimples.
Be your best cheerleader. Be your best. It took me a long time to even want to cheerlead for myself without feeling guilty, without feeling like I'm conceited. But you can't expect somebody to cheerlead for you and you won't even cheerlead for yourself. You deserve it, every bit of it.
What you got?
Um,
No pressure.
I mean, looking back at 2020, I just say be the best that you can be, and don't let anybody take anything from you that you can't take from yourself. You know, um, get out there and push and be the best that you can be, because life is too short to always think in the negative space. Like I always said, be positive in what you do and move forward and stop moving backwards.
Right. That's good.
I'm going to end with what I always say: do the most. I feel like God rewards people who put in maximum effort. Do the most. I don't care if you work at Walmart. I don't care if you work at Walgreens. I don't care if you work at Daiquiri Soul. Put in 120% of whatever you do. I don't care if you work for yourself. Do the most. When you leave your house, do the most. Don't ever do the least. Do the most. Put in 100% effort into everything you do. I really believe in my soul that God rewards that when you put in all the effort that you can muster in whatever you're doing. So that's my 30 seconds. Do the most. I love y'all so much for hanging with us all day here at Daiquiri Soul, 355 Greens Road. Holler at your girl. Holler at us at stunnerradio.com. And we'll be back next week. We're going to be celebrating Lisa the Boss Lady birthday. OMG. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. So we party, y'all. So hang with us. Stay tuned to all our social media. Visit us on stunnerradio.com, and we will see y'all next week. Love y'all so much for tuning in. Bye.